Hi everyone, it's Alex with Holistic Movement Pilates. I have a mat workout for you today using resistance bands. So go ahead, grab a resistance band. If you have resistance bands that are like light, medium, heavy, I would go more towards the lighter medium side. I have one light band with me, but if you have just one band and it's pretty long, go ahead and grab that band. We're gonna set them to side to start, and we're gonna begin lying down on our mats. Now, when we lie down, arms can just be nice and long at our side. Our feet are gonna be flat onto the mat. I have mine about hip distance away from each other. And we're in our neutral spine to begin, so we should have that nice natural curvature of our low backs. We're gonna take an inhale first in our neutral spine here. We're starting with pelvic locks. On an exhale, I'm gonna go ahead and just roll myself into my 12 o'clock position. So I'm flattening my low back down into the mat. And then on my inhale, I'm gonna go ahead and roll into my 6, finding that nice arc in my low back. I'm exhaling to roll into my 12, that flat back position. And then I'm inhaling to roll back into my 6. Now, if you don't know what your pelvic locks are, if you have a nice big clock on your stomach, your 12 o'clock hand is your sternum, 6 o'clock hand is your pubic bone. And then if you have a marble in your navel, you're just rolling it back and forth from your 12 to your 6. So that 12 o'clock position is when we flatten our low backs completely down into the mat. And then our 6 o'clock position is where we push our tailbone down and we kind of over arc into our low backs. Now, wherever you are at, bring it back into your neutral spine, so we should have a nice natural curvature of our low backs. The belly button or the marbles are just kind of resting in our belly buttons right now. Arms are gonna go up to the ceiling, palms rotated towards each other. Protraction and retraction. I'm going to inhale, reach my arms up to the ceiling. My shoulders come up off the mat. My head stays down. And then on an exhale, I'm going to let my shoulders come back down into the mat. Again, I'm going to inhale, reach my arms up to the ceiling. And I'm going to exhale to let them come back down. Inhale to reach. Exhaling as we come back down again for that retraction. We're going to go for 3, 2, and 1. All right, once we come down, we're gonna pause. Grab your bands. They're gonna go into your hands. We're gonna do bridges with the bands today. The distance that your hands are at is up to you. I'm gonna go a little wider than my shoulders, and you can always adjust as you needed. Get a nice grip on your band. You're gonna put it right over your pelvis, right over your pubic bone, and then you're gonna push your fists down into the mat. Ideally, the fists are going to stay here. We're gonna inhale in our neutral spine. On an exhale, we're gonna roll into our 12 o'clock position. So we're flattening our low backs down into the mat. Then I'm gonna keep my fists down into the mat. I'm gonna start at my tailbone and I'm rolling my spine up off the mat, one vertebrae at a time, so I'm getting into a bridge. You should really feel your triceps working here to help hold your arms down. And then we're gonna roll our spines all the way back down into the mat. I'm gonna inhale in my neutral. Exhale, flatten my low back down. I'm rolling up into my bridge. Keep those fists down. Take an inhale at the top. And then we're exhaling to roll our spines back down. Again, we're inhaling at the bottom. We exhale to flatten the low backs down. We roll our spines up. We take an inhale at the top. And then again, we exhale to articulate our spines all the way back down. Inhaling in our neutral. Let's go ahead and do 2 more. Exhale to roll back down. Inhale in our neutral spine. And then last one, flatten and peel. Roll up, take that inhale. And then we're exhaling to roll our spines back down. Now, once we come down, we're gonna go ahead and just pause in our neutral spines. I'm going to set my band off to the side. We're gonna move into some abs, and then we will grab those bands again. Knees are gonna go up into a tabletop position. Legs are zipped together. I'm gonna knot my chin to my chest and curl up into my abdominal curl. Right leg is gonna come into our chest. Left leg is gonna extend long. We're gonna move into our single leg stretch. We're gonna pull the left leg in, extend the right leg out, and then we're gonna switch and switch. Alternate the breath with the legs. So we can inhale on one and exhale on the other. Inhale on one, exhale on the other. Let's do one more with the right leg coming in, one more with the left. Keep that left leg in, right leg comes in, hug both knees in, double leg stretch. We're gonna inhale, reach our arms behind us, reach our legs out. We open the arms out to the sides to hug the knees back in. We inhale to reach the arms and legs out. We open the arms to hug the legs back in. Inhale out, exhale back. Keep those legs zipped together. Inhale to extend, Exhale, hug back in. Let's go for 2 and 1. Now, once we come back in, we're gonna pause, hands behind the head, legs go straight up to the ceiling, elbows wide. We're gonna inhale, lower the right leg straight down. We exhale to lift, left leg lowers, and exhale to lift. Engaging our obliques to pull each leg back up. Inhale down, exhale up. If you have tight hamstrings, you can always have a little bend to your knee. Lower, lift. Let's do 3, 2, last one. Last thing, we're gonna inhale, lower both legs down, scoop into our low abs to lift. Inhale, lower, exhaling as we lift. Feeling this all in our low abs, no low back. If you feel it in your low back, you need to shorten your range of motion. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, lower, draw your abs into lift. Last one, bend your knees. Relax your head, your feet, grab those bands again. Okay, bands are gonna go right underneath both feet this time. The further back you grab, the more challenging it's gonna be. The further up you grab, the easier it's gonna be. Legs are just gonna go nice and long away from us. And then they're zipped together, they're down on the mat. We're gonna start with an inhale here. On an exhale, I'm gonna nod my chin to my chest, scoop into my abs, and we're rolling our spines all the way back up. We're gonna take an inhale here at the top, and then on my exhale, I'm gonna tuck my pelvis, send my tailbone towards my heels, and roll the spine back down 1 vertebrae at a time. We're inhaling at the bottom, exhale, nod the chin to the chest, scoop into the abs, roll our spines all the way back up, take an inhale at the top, and then exhale, tuck and roll ourselves all the way back down. Inhale, exhale, nod the chin to the chest, scoop into the abdominals, peel the spines back up again. We're inhaling at the top. I'm gonna tuck my pelvis, send my tailbone towards my heels as I roll back down. We're gonna go for 2 more roll-ups. And then last one, exhale, nod, roll up. Inhale at the top, and we're gonna stay up here this time. Now we're gonna move into some arms. So legs are gonna stay zipped together. The further up we grip on the band, the heavier this is gonna be. The further back you grip, the lighter it's gonna be. We are going to start with our knees just slightly bent so the band doesn't hit us in the face here. I'm going to have my arms long, palms rotated towards each other, and we're just gonna tuck our pelvis and roll slightly back. So it can be a little tuck, little roll back. Bicep curls to start. We're gonna exhale, curl in for bicep curl. Inhale, extend, exhale, curl. Inhale, extend. Again, I'm keeping my palms rotated towards each other. Heavier, you're gripping further forward. Lighter, you're gonna grip a little further back. Curl, extend, and I wanna think I'm keeping a little tuck of my pelvis the entire time. Keep that nice round shape here through your spine. We're gonna curl for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, once we extend, we're gonna pause. I'm gonna grip up a little higher onto my band just because we're gonna use larger muscles. I'm gonna tuck and roll slightly back again. My pelvis is gonna stay nice and still. We're gonna do a little bow and arrow. I'm gonna bend my right elbow wide out to the side, rotate to the right side of the room. Inhale, come center, and then I'm gonna exhale, pull, rotate to the left, and inhale, center. So again, we exhale, pull, rotate, and we inhale to come back center. Again, our pelvis stays still. Rotation comes right from the bra line. If you want it heavier, grip a little further forward. Elbow goes wide. We inhale to go center. Pull, rotate, inhale, center. If you want a little more work in your abs, you can always tuck and roll a little further back. We'll go for 4, 2, and 1. Now, once we come center, we're gonna hold. We're gonna stay in that little row. Roll back. We're gonna bend both elbows wide to pull back. We stay center this time. We inhale to extend. We pull wide and we extend. I want you to pinch your shoulder blades together as you pull back. Again, elbows wide. Exhale, pull, pinch. Inhale, extend. Pull, pinch. Inhale as you extend. Keep that nice little tuck of the pelvis. Let's go for 5 more. Think fists end up right around your armpits for 3, 2, and 1. Arms are gonna go long. We're gonna sit up nice and tall, legs are gonna go long. We're gonna move into tricep kick back. So I'm gonna go a little further back with my hands just because we're working smaller muscles. Bring the elbows into your sides. Your palms are rotated towards your body. Flat back, we're gonna hinge forward. Abs are in towards our back. Tricep kick back. So we're gonna extend our arms, bend the elbows, exhale, extend, inhale, bend. The elbows stay right into your sides the entire time. I exhale to press, and then I'm inhaling again to bend. Exhale, inhale again, draw those abs in for 4, 3, and 1. Okay, stack the spine back up. We're gonna move into some core work. Now, again, the further back you grip on your band for your core, the more challenging it is. The further up you grip, the easier it is. We're gonna bend our knees again slightly. Heels are gonna be anchored down. We're gonna tuck our pelvises and roll a little further back than where we were. So think about halfway back now with your spine. On an exhale, I'm gonna lift my right knee up into a tabletop position. I'm gonna set the right foot back into the band, left knee then lifts, and then I'm gonna set it down. I'm gonna exhale, go right, set it down, left, and down. The opposite leg stays anchored. Then pull that knee as close to your chest as you can. Keep that little tuck. Try to keep your chest in the same spot the entire time. Feel your obliques engage to pull the legs in and extend. Exhale, inhale. We're gonna go for 4. Arms stay long. 3, 2. Now the next time you set your left leg down, pause. Keep those heels stay halfway back, little pulses up and down of your chest this time. Think like 5, 6-inch pulses. Heels stay anchored. Keep that tuck of your pelvis. We pulse, we lower, we pulse up, we go down. Little pulses up and down. 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're gonna come all the way up. We can just give ourselves a little stretch. If you wanna bring the bottoms of the feet together, let your knees open wide, you can. You can stretch your legs long. Okay, the next time we go into abs, we're gonna combine those leg lifts and the pulses together. So I'm gonna tuck my pelvis, roll about halfway back, hold here. Now as I lift my right knee, I'm gonna lift my chest and my knee, and then as I set the right foot down, I'm gonna lower back down. So as I lift my left leg, I pulse up, and then I go down when I set the heel down. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Let's speed it up. We go up and down, up and down. Now these pulses are a little bigger than before, and I'm going a little further down to like my bra line just to get a little more work in my core. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Think knee to chest, chest, knee, lift. Feel your rectus abdominis, feel those obliques, up and down. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then we'll come all the way back up, and we can just again give ourselves a nice little stretch. You can bring the bottoms of the feet together, you can stretch your legs long. Again, whatever feels best for your backs. Now, we're gonna keep the band on our left foot. We're gonna lie on our right side, and the band is gonna go into your left hand as well. When you lie on your right side, your hips are stacked, your shoulders are stacked. I'm taking my hand behind my head just to support my neck, and then the leg should be angled to the front corner of your mat. The higher you grip on the band, the more challenging this will be for your glutes. I personally like to lift my leg and then grab right at the top and then pull down because I like it nice and heavy for this. Now, the left leg lifts hip distance above the bottom. The foot should be parallel to the floor. We're gonna go to front backs. So we're gonna inhale, kick our leg forward 2 times, and then we're gonna exhale and kick back 2 times. So I'm gonna kick forward for 2 and back for 2. I'm gonna inhale, kick forward, and I'm gonna exhale, kick back, and I'm just keeping my left elbow like right at my hip, right into my ribs. Kick forward and back. It's 2 inhales to kick forward, 2 exhales to kick back. Forward for 2, back for 2, the hips stay stacked, the shoulders stay stacked. Think squeeze your glutes when you kick your leg back. Let's do one more front, one more back. Then once we come back, we're gonna stack our legs back on top of each other. Heels are gonna be together, toes are gonna be turned apart. So now we're in an external rotation. Keep those hips stacked. I'm gonna point my left toes, kick my leg straight up to the ceiling. Now keep this left elbow into your ribs, flex your left foot, and pull the leg down. So we want our inner thighs to be working there. We're gonna point the toes to kick up. Exhale, flex your foot to pull down. Again, keep that left elbow right into your ribs. We inhale, point, kick up. We exhale to flex, pull down. I want a lot of that work on the flex to pull so we can get into those inner thighs. Point, kick. Exhale, flex to pull down. We're gonna go for 3, 2, last one. Then once we come down, we're gonna pause, get as much slack as you can in that band. So try not to really have any tension here. The less tension we have, the more challenging this is gonna be. I'm gonna lift my left leg hip distance above my right, flex the foot, it goes parallel to the floor, little circles of this left leg around. Think like fruit bowl size circles here, little circles, hips stay stacked. Right from the head of the femur in that hip socket for 3, 2, 1. Then we reverse these circles. Again, think like fruit bowl size circles right from the head of the femur for 3, 2, 1, and then we're gonna relax. Now, we're gonna take our left foot. I'm gonna grab the band right next to my foot, set my left foot out in front of my hip, and then the right leg is gonna be in line with the body next. Flex your right foot. We're gonna lift it up and down, up and down. So we're trying to get into those inner thighs, adductors. We lift the right leg, we lower, it stays flexed. It stays parallel to the floor. My left foot just stays right out in front of me. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Let's go for 3, 2. Now in this last one, we hold up, we keep it flexed. We do little circles of this leg. Now these ones are a little smaller than those fruit bowl. This is more like dessert bowl size circles, maybe dinner plate size circles, right from the head of the femur. Feel those adductors. Reverse, keep it flexed. When you reverse, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we relax that leg. We're gonna flip over to the other side, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna put the band on the arch of my right foot. I'm gonna grab up as high as I can. The heavier it is, the more challenging it is. We're gonna have the hips stacked, shoulders are stacked, and then legs should be angled to the front corner of our mat. My hand is supporting my head, front, back. So we're gonna kick forward for 2 and back for 2. Inhale twice as you kick forward. Exhale twice as you kick back. Again, I want a lot of that work on the kick back. Squeeze your glutes. Inhale forward, exhaling. Again, as we kick that leg back, it stays lifted in line with your hip the entire time. We're gonna do 3 more. Last one. Then we're gonna stack the legs. Heels together, toes are turned apart. I'm gonna point my toes, kick my leg up to the ceiling. Right elbow stays into the ribs, right around the hip, flex the foot and pull down. Inhale, point, kick up. Exhale, flex to pull. Again, the work is on that pull back down so we can get into those adductors. Inhale, point, kick up. Exhale, flex to pull. Point, kick, flex to pull back down. Inhale, up. Exhale, back down. Let's go for 3 more. 2 and 1. Okay, now once we come back down, we're gonna pause. I'm gonna go all the way to my back of my band. The right foot is now parallel again. The legs are stacked. It lifts hip distance. We flex the foot. We have little circles of that leg right from the head of the femur. The hips stay stacked. Think again like fruit bowl size circles. If there's a teacup on your ankle, it's not spilling. We're trying to balance that teacup as we circle. 3, 2, 2, 1. Then we reverse those circles. 3, 2, 1, and then we're gonna go ahead, take that right foot out in front of you. I'm gonna grab the band right by my foot, bring my left leg in line with my body, flex the foot, it's parallel to the floor. We go up and down, up and down. Exhale, lift, lower, lift, lower. Again, keep that foot flexed, keep it parallel. We want those inner thighs, adductors to fire. 4, 3, 2. Now on this last one, we hold that lift, we keep the foot flexed, we do little circles around. We're really gonna feel those adductors working as we circle. They're a little smaller than those last ones. 4, 3, 2, 1, we reverse. 3, 2, 1, and then we relax. Okay. Take those bands into our hands, lie onto our stomachs. When we get down onto the stomachs, I'm gonna grab the band about mat distance away. If you want it heavier, grab a little closer, lighter, grab a little further out. We're gonna reach our arms out away from us. Our legs are gonna be a little wider than hip distance, just no wider than your mat. Arms are long, legs are gonna go long, forehead goes down onto our mats. Now, when we come here, I'm gonna inhale, lift my arms, chest, and legs off the mat. The eyes should be looking to the floor. We're gonna exhale, return back down. We're gonna inhale, lift the arms, chest, and legs up, and then exhale back down. As we lift, think reach through your toes, reach through your arms. Lengthen through the crown of your head. If there's a string at the top of your head, it's pulling you forward. We're gonna go for 3, 2. Now on this last one, we hold up. We pull the band apart to our head. We reach the arms forward. We pull the band apart. When it hits your head, you can go forward again. Eyes stay looking to the floor. Arms stay reaching up, legs stay lifted. Point your toes. Keep that chest lifted. 4, 3, lengthen through the crown of your head. 2, and 1. Okay, come back down and relax. Let go of the bands. Take your hands underneath your armpits. Legs are gonna be zipped together. Go ahead, curl your toes underneath you. Elbows are into your sides. We're gonna go up into a plank. I'm gonna press into my palms, lift up, hold my plank. Abs are into my back, hold here. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now keep your right hand down. We're gonna rotate to the left side. We reach the left arm up to the ceiling. Lift your right hip so you can really feel those right obliques. Hold, you can look at your left hand. Hold for 4, 3, and then come all the way back center. Hold your center plank. Abs are into your backs. Rotate to the right side. Reach that arm up to the ceiling. Feel free to look at your hand. Lift that left hip up so you can feel those obliques. We're gonna hold you here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come center. Hold that plank. We're gonna do 6 push-ups. They can be wide or narrow on your toes or on your knees. Just give me 6 total. Bend and press. Big or small. Again, wide, narrow, toes or knees. Up to you, 6 total. When you finish your 6, hold your planks. Abs are in, hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully lower yourselves back down onto your stomachs. Okay, once we get down, grab those bands. Flip onto your backs again. And then once we get here, we're gonna work into teasers with bands on our feet. So band goes onto both feet. Legs are gonna be straight up to the ceiling. The further back you grip, the more challenging it is. The higher up you grip, the easier it is. Legs are gonna be nice and long to start. Arms are gonna be long. We're gonna start with an inhale. Our low backs are flat. I'm gonna exhale, nod my chin to my chest, push slightly into my feet, scoop into my abdominals, and I'm rolling up into that teaser position. Now, legs can be long or bent, that is up to you. We're gonna tuck our pelvis, roll our spines back down into the mat, legs can go back up. We're gonna take an inhale, exhale, press into the palms, scoop into the abs, lift up, take an inhale at the top, and then again, we're exhaling to tuck and roll our spines back down. Let's do 4 more. Nod the chin to the chest, scoop into the abs. Find the correct pressure. Use your core. Take an inhale at the top, exhale, roll our spines all the way back down. Again, we inhale, we nod on our exhale, we come up. Pause at the top for that inhale. Exhale, roll back. Now, if you feel this in your low backs at all, you need to tuck your pelvis even more. Usually it means you're just extending in your low back, so we want to keep that nice tuck. This is the last one. When we come up, we hold ourselves here. We're going to exhale, pull our arms out to the sides. Inhale, return, pull, return. Find that balance. Again, you can grip further forward or back. Adjust your hands if you need to. Keep that tuck. Exhale, pull. Inhale, release. Pull, release. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, set the feet down. Go ahead, reach your fingers to your toes. Stretch forward, hamstrings. If you can't get your fingers to your toes, stay holding onto your band and just grab onto that band. If you can let go of the band and stretch forward. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, then we're gonna stack our spines. Bring the bottoms of the feet together. Bring those heels towards you. Knees are open wide for that nice butterfly stretch. You can either stay sitting up nice and tall like me, or if you wanna kind of round forward, you can just open up your hips, your adductors. Okay, then we're gonna sit in the center of our mat. When we sit in the center, we're gonna finish with a mermaid stretch. I'm taking my legs to the right side, and you can either go with your left leg bent out in front of you like mine, right leg out to the side, or you can stack your legs on top of each other and do your mermaids here. My hips really don't love that, so I'm gonna go into a wider stance. We're gonna open our arms out to the sides of the room, and then for this whole series, palms can either be rotated to the floor or up to the ceiling. That's gonna be up to you. We're gonna go to the left to start. So our left hand is gonna go down onto the mat. Our right arm is gonna go up and over. I'm gonna set my left forearm down, and then imagine that you're in between 2 panes of glass. You do not wanna smudge that glass. We're arcing through our back. We're trying to pull our right sits bones down so we can find length in the right side of the body. And then I'm gonna press into my left forearm, pop up, and we're gonna go to the other side. Right hand down, left arm goes up and over. Hold that stretch. 3 times. We're gonna go center to the left. You can drop down onto your forearm, go up and over again. Make sure we're not going forward or back with our spine. Then we press into our hand. We go up and over to the other side, counter stretch. Then we go center, last one to the left here. And then come up, last one to the right. And then back center. Now, classical way to switch. Hands go behind you, legs zip together into a tabletop in front of you, then they go to the left side. We're gonna open our arms out to that T. We're gonna take our right hand down, left arm goes up and over, side body stretch. Then press into your right arm to the left side, up and over. And then we go center to the right, up, over. Find that length in the left side of the body. We come back up to the left, up and over. Okay, then we just have one more to the right, one more to the left. And then come up, back to the left one more time. And then back center. Okay, you are all finished with your workout today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining me today.